Now, you might be standing there thinking, what can you do? There are many things you can do. First of all, there are things we can do locally. We need to take care of our neighbors. Somebody already mentioned it. If you see something, say something. Let's keep our neighborhoods safe. The second thing we can do is we can lock up the guns. We've had too many young people finding unsecured guns and using them to hurt themselves or others. And we have a table over here called Be Smart. It's the educational phase of Moms Demand Action, and there's all kinds of materials about what you can do to keep your family and your neighbors safe.
And gun locks.
Gun locks.
And there also, is Ron here? Where's Ron? Ron
Right
Gray. So, oh, here he is. There are also gun locks. Conversations That Matters has donated gun locks, and they're free for the taking, and he has more. So if we use all these, there are more where they came from. Also, get the guns out of the cars.
Yes.
There have been, I've got it down here. There have been 132 guns stolen in Lexington since the beginning of the year. In one weekend recently in Louisville, there were 47 guns stolen out of cars. And those are only the ones that were reported. The ones that had already been stolen, we don't have any record of those. So those are things we can do right here. Secondly, we need to enact laws that make our community safer. Now, there are naysayers. There are people that will say, it doesn't matter what you do, the criminals will still get guns. But let me tell you, there are facts that back this up. In Connecticut, I've got to get this wording just right, when Connecticut passed a law requiring handgun buyers to pass a background check both at the point of sale and as part of the permit process, it was associated with a 40% reduction in homicides and a 15% reduction in gun suicides. Common sense laws do work, and we need to convince our legislators of that. Now, first you need to work with your state legislators. I see some of them here. We're going to say something to you all in a minute. These days, gun bills are constantly in talk. Some of them we will support because they make us safer, and some of them we will oppose because they make us less safe. Now, we need to stay in touch. What everyone here can do is be in touch with your legislators throughout the year to make sure they know where you stand. Now, I will say this, just today, 3 Kentucky senators, 2 Republicans and a Democrat, announced that they plan to introduce a red flag bill in January. They don't have the details, but a red flag bill, yeah, cheers for that one. A red flag bill gives a judge the right to remove a gun from a potentially dangerous person. They describe this as public safety, not gun control. That's good. It is public safety. It is a public health issue. We're not talking about taking guns away. Let me say that again. No one is coming to take the guns. In our society, we have no problem with legislating that you get training before you drive a car, you register your car, you get licensing every year. No one is coming to take the cars. It's the same difference. We can have common sense laws that will make a difference, and it doesn't take anyone's gun away. Now, nationally, this is the big focus right now, is the fact that the House of Representatives has passed a bill for background checks. And our senator is holding this and won't let this be heard before the Senate. Although, while we were meeting, somebody just showed me an article from the New York Times that said McConnell is considering bringing it before the Senate. So the public pressure, all these people that are talking throughout the country, we're making a difference. There are many gun owners that are part of our movement. They're responsible gun owners. There's one right there. We are not anti-gun. The people gathered here are not anti-gun. We're just for common sense.
I have a right to move.
A quick fact, 93% of Americans support background checks. 93%. That includes, let me get the numbers here, that includes 98% of the Democrats, 89% of the Republicans, and 87% of the gun owners.
All right.
So we need to, we are, one of our big movements here, if you have not been over to the white table, not only do you have the Be Smart information, which has all this stuff about safety, but there's a place you can write a postcard. Please do not leave here without writing a postcard to Mitch McConnell and tell him that you believe in common sense gun laws. Tell him to do his job.
Do his job. Yeah, that's right. Go Lynsey! Dismiss!
The papers in the wind are too much. Okay, now you might have noticed that we didn't have any elected officials talk tonight. That was on purpose. We feel like the elected officials' voice is heard when they enact laws.
Yeah.
Tonight is the night for the survivors' voices to be heard. But I do want to recognize any elected officials. Please come up in the front, any elected officials that are here, because we want people to see you. We want people to know that you cared enough to be here. So, I don't know if I can give a microphone to you. You can say your name and your, okay, I'm not, they said don't even give a microphone to them because we're wrapping this up. But anyway, our elected officials are here. Just
I think Reginald Thomas, State Senator, 13th District.
Angela Evans, 6th District Council Member.
Richard Maloney, 11th Council Member at Large.
Bonjour Paul, ça va?
Isn't Jake here?
Oh bah dis donc, ça fait un bail que je t'ai pas vu. C'est de ma faute.
Well, anyway, he's here too. And there's Jake Gibbs under the tree in the back.
Yay! And Kelly Flood
And
is here.
Sheriff Witt, are you here? Sheriff Witt's here too. And Sheriff Witt has been a great help to us getting this organized today.
Kelly Flood.
And Kelly Flood, where's Kelly?
She had a broken toe. She was
Kelly
here.
Flood broke her toe. But she was here. She was here. And let's have a round of applause for the elected officials who came out when we didn't ask them to speak. They just came out to support us.
Tanya Lynsey, can you come to the Plaza Court? Can you come here, please? Tanya Lynsey. Tanya Lynsey.
You're gonna have to. Okay, survivors. We've got one more survivor just to tell. Come to just what we're doing. We're introduce yourself and your son's name and the date.
I couldn't get more quite.
My name is Tanya Lynsey, and my son's name was Davion Lynsey, and he lost his life to his half-brother on July the 28th of 2013.
Survivors. We have so many here today. Survivors, the people, all of us, we are the people. And we the people are heartbroken when we see young children getting bulletproof backpacks as part of their back-to-school supplies. We the people are devastated when we hear our friends are afraid to go to a rally or to a concert or to Walmart for fear they might get shot. There was a stampede in Times Square the other day because a motorcycle backfired and all these people are running because they thought there were gunshots. This is a crazy time we're living in. We the people, we're tired of our sons and daughters in Lexington being shot down in the streets. Yes. We the people demand action. We the people demand that our elected officials do the right thing and do their job. And we, the people, will not rest until we change the culture of gun violence in this country. That's right. Put your hands together, she said. Now, does everybody have a candle? Because we're going to light a candle in solidarity.